Okay, I'm by the main part of the laser beam facility over here at Michigan State. And like every building should be set up kind of like this one with security cameras on the outside. Now, I haven't seen any on the inside. It's good because nobody can access that building. It looks like it's highly secured. Okay, and that's why they have so many cameras on the outside. Okay, so all the buildings should have that, and they should have had that by now. It's a year after the shooting. Like they all should be updated. Okay, like for example, this is the Wharton Art Center, and I'm not seeing any cameras right now. But they could obviously use those ones. They could use the ones from the laser beam facility. Okay, so it's like no cameras, 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 no cameras here, and it's open, I think, to the public. Okay, and they have lots of vents in here. No cameras. So that's just, if I'm a police officer and I just had a school shooting, I'm, you know what I mean? The chief of police should be coming in here. The mayor should be coming through here. The governor, you know what I mean? The stateroom, I mean, they eat lunch there a lot. The governor should be coming through here. How can we make it better? Okay, how can we make it safer? Because I mean, there's camp. Okay. So again, oh, what is this? A Cardsy? I don't know. Okay, and then they had the show here the other night. It was two guys, two performers, but they had butterflies all over their brand marketing for the event. And then one of the things I saw about the event here was fall through a hole. Well, I've seen a lot of holes down here in Michigan State University. Again, year after a shooting, they haven't updated any security cameras or security measures. Dude, the Berkey Hall building, Cardsy, still doesn't have a camera inside of it where a shooting happened. They closed off the doors. Still nothing. This is the parking garage. Nothing. Again, this is open to the public. So I'm going to keep you updated. This is the third blind spot at the university. And it seems to be a lot of buildings have blind spots for some reason. I don't know. I wonder what goes on inside those buildings. I wonder why you would not want to add cameras. Okay. Again, after a nationalized active mass shooting where all the reporters wore red coats, the shooter wore red shoes, it was a red dress, red tie event. Okay, you haven't added any security measures on this place? That says it all right there. And then the fact that you walled off room 114 where it happened tells me that you did not want anybody looking in there because the stories don't add up. If like just a regular Joe like me walked in there and read your reports of what happened, I could see how it doesn't add up. And then I saw the professor. He's explained it totally differently, and you can tell it's not real what he says. The professor that was at that classroom said he heard explosions. Okay, eyewitnesses there said they didn't hear one gunshot, one nothing. They found out about from their friends calling them, telling them to leave the area because it was on the news before anybody even knew about it on campus. Okay. Shocker. This is what they do. Smoke and mirrors. So we're going to keep going door to door at my favorite university in America, Big Ten, Michigan State University. Okay, February 13th, 2023, there was a nationalized mass shooting. They reported 3 dead, 5 injured. Okay, I went to Sparrow Hospital, talked to workers that were cleaning that night in the emergency room. They never saw gunshot wound victims come back to the hospital. That doesn't mean there wasn't any, but those people who have worked there their whole careers almost, and I asked them this question after they said that. I go, have you previously noticed gunshot wound victims come into the ER? And they both said yes, but not on that night. Okay. And then I questioned on Michigan Avenue, QD employee. Okay. She was out smoking a cigarette, so I had a cigarette with her. She said she saw ambulances driving eastbound on Michigan Avenue heading towards the shooting. Okay, multiple, and she never saw any coming back. Now, 5 injured, you go pick those bodies up at Berkey Hall right away. You're bringing them back to the hospital. That's where you said they went. Come on. Doesn't add up. So I want to talk to the doctor that fake cried on the news. What happened at your hospital that night? That's what I would ask him. And then why, in God's name, is there no security cameras in Berkey Hall still? What happens in Berkey Hall? Why is there no security cameras on the inside of Berkey Hall to this day? Can we answer that question? I mean, anybody that cares about kid safety and is not part of this? Stonesies, Bonesies, and Jonesies? Okay, so let's get back. And then the shooter somehow gets off campus. Okay, he just does a Berkey Hall shooting. He walks 3.5 minutes, let's say, takes him. On their timeline, actually 4 to 6 minutes. Starts another, just one, he goes in a locked door that somebody opened for him. Eyewitness told me, at Sparty's Cafe in Union Hall. Okay, just decides to shoot Brian Fraser. He passes up multiple structures, shooting, like, targets that are out that night, just to go after Brian Fraser. But then the officers are in Berkey at 8:20, right? So this campus should be surrounded with police. How does McRae exit Union anywhere between 8:26 to 8:30 were reports? How is the security cameras footage released, like not released of them yet at this point? Okay. So he gets out the door and somehow travels magically. I think it was 4.6 miles. It took me 1 hour to walk. I'm a pretty fast guy. I walk I'm tall, I got long legs, I got money makers down there, you know what I mean? Okay, this guy skedoodles all the way down to McDonald's. He says, I'm gonna have a Coke at McDonald's or something. Because I talked to eyewitnesses. He didn't go into McDonald's. Eyewitness employee at McDonald's, where I had a Coke and was questioning people because I care. He said he saw the shooter, okay, running away from DeWitt police officers. Okay, and he heard one gunshot. Okay, you try to run away from, as a black guy, from police officers. Okay, you try to run away from them and try to kill yourself at the same time. It's not going to happen. Okay, it's not going to happen. And the fact that he was 3 hours away from the crime scene, he would have gotten rid of everything. He wouldn't have had anything on him. So that tells me he didn't kill himself. He was shot in the middle of the street. I think that, here's my theory, it's probably just some random black guy. I'm serious. Because this doesn't add up. This needs to be reopened. Like DOJ, FBI. I mean, everybody should be looking into this. Because the fact that they haven't added cameras tells you everything. Tells you everything you need to know. It's this case closed. Now we need adults to do their job. That's really it. So, these parents deserve answers. And if there was paid actors, which I think there had to be, because you had students fake running away from a fake crime scene, totally separate location. It's like, some of those videos where you see students running in like packs, it's not even near Berkey or Union. Okay? Not even near. Look at the timestamps. Like, what does that tell you? That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. Okay, so and then if you watch go as an American, if you care about the safety of children, okay, go watch the news reports, the initial mainstream news reports from this incident, or the local ones. And then you tell me if it makes sense. Okay? Don't listen to me. Go do your own research. I did mine. I hope you look. No, Connie, you're wrong. I'm going to go look into this myself. I'm going to prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Okay? I called the DeWitt Police Department. You'd think they'd be willing to share information about a nationalized shooting, because I wasn't asking for that much. Here's what I asked the guy. Can you just give me the police report number? Because I knew they're not going to give me the report because they don't have one. They would never be liable. They would never write a report about this event. Because if they did, their whole department's liable for a mass shooting. Okay. And then if you look at the note, I love writing notes, okay? I love writing blogs, I love writing stuff. Reread that note again that the killer supposedly had on him. And then tell me if you think that guy actually wrote it. That's another thing you should read. Or did somebody write that pretty quickly? Okay? That's the way I read it. You know, if you're like late for an assignment and you gotta get it in right away, you fucking put some crap together and you just put it on paper and you turn it in. That's what that was. That's what that note was. Okay? And that's what that 3-hour delay was, 3.5-hour delay was, with no picture, nothing. They had nothing to give us. They were like, oh my gosh, fuck me. How are we gonna get away with this? So they intimidated a lot of people. They intimidated a lot of students, business owners, people all across this county, Ingham County. I'll say that. Basically, if you talk about this event, that's what happens. They stone you. Masons and Stones University. Okay? Mass shooting. Okay? Catholic mass. Let's put it all together. Put it all together for yourself, America. I'm going door to door. We're doing, hey, look at, we got a security camera pointed at the river, towards the river here, some woodlands. That's good. It's actually pointed at a birdhouse. It's actually a birdhouse camera. That's actually not a security camera. That's actually a birdhouse camera. I'm sorry. That one's just for the birds. We have security cameras just for birdies. Hey, Cardsy, look at that one's just for the birdies. Not for the kids on the inside of these buildings, though. We have a security camera just for the birds. Are you kidding me, America? That says it all to you. Right there. I mean, that says it all. Fucking, we're jokes, you know? Our safety's a joke. Birds, we gotta watch the birds, though. Come on. Come on. You can't, here, I'm gonna get to the Title IX thing with women's hockey here, too. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it, ladies. I'm gonna talk about it. You deserve a women's Big Ten hockey team. That's no doubt about it, ladies. We're gonna get you that. It's like $200,000, maybe, to start a women's hockey team. Maybe. So alumni, if you care, oh, why don't you want women walking around that ring? Why would you not want women purposely, like, always being in that arena? Man, I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna get you a hockey team, women, and then there's multiple like areas of this campus where you need to update the water, like the IM West and the plumbing. It's like something's going on with the plumbing. If you watch my recent videos, they call in IM West the water. The guy, the facilities guy, he called it this because I asked him. I go, hey, have you guys noticed that water in the drinking fountain? And he smiled at me. He goes, yeah, they nicknamed it the blood water. I fucking shit my pants. What? That's not funny, dude. Because it actually does taste like blood. And it is. There's blood in there. And he's not joking. So let's clean that up. It's disgusting. Go test the water, 2nd floor, outside his office. Facility manager's office. Fill a cup up. Take it with you. Go test it yourself. You'll see. Okay? Don't let a research-funded university test it for you, okay? Or do your re-investigation for you. That firm that re-investigated this, well, I'm investigating you now. How did you not catch this stuff? Okay? And then Michigan State University. You admitted wrong by settling with the families $5 million each. Why did you not, if you want to prevent that from ever happening again, from having to settle with families again, you would have what? What would you do as a university? You would update your security. Immediately. Then I don't have to spend $15 million to admit guilt to these poor families for allowing them to be like cold-blooded murdered. Pre-planned. This is, and then you can prove it's pre-planned by eyewitness saying the door's left open. Well, there's a plan right there. Whoever left the door open tells me there's a plan. Okay? So that's premeditated. And then the fact that their own people decided to put it on the news first and call it a mass And then they did code red, whereas everybody wears red. And then they put their own code, WXYZ, on the news station channel. Look at my picture I put up on my blog. Okay? Love you guys. Love you. Love you, Cardsy. Hey, go green. Go what?